cut it, 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 cut it. Them bricks is way too high, you need to cut it. Your price is way too high, you need to cut it.
Welcome back to Sports Facts with Brack. Sorry, I'm not wearing a jersey today. Been a little crazy. We have this fun run at my school in a little, so I was just not going to go with the jersey. But anyways, let's get started. So our MVP of last week, if you watched football in the morning, you saw a historic event. I think our MVP of the week is maybe going to be Jonathan Taylor. No, it's going to be Jonathan Taylor by a landslide. 3 touchdown game, like 200 rushing yards. You can't beat that. That's insane. He played amazing. But anyways, that's our MVP of the week. So our best NFL game last week, I think we go to the same game Jonathan Taylor was in, Atlanta versus Indianapolis. Heck of a game. But Indianapolis came out to win, as they always do. Our outcomes the last week, we went 7-7. Not too happy about it. So let's get on to our predictions of the week. We have the New York Jets versus the New England Patriots in our first game on November the 13th, tomorrow. I think I'm going to go with New England here. They've been on a good start out to the season, really good start, so we're going to go with them. Then we have Washington versus Miami. See, I could go Miami here. I could go Washington here, but you can't say that they've been playing great. So I'm going to go Miami. I'm going to big risk, big reward. Atlanta versus Carolina. I'm going to go Atlanta, almost beating in Indianapolis last week. I think that'll be a close game. Tampa Bay versus Buffalo. Let's go Tampa Bay. News on Bucky Irving, the Buccaneers starting running back. Nobody really knows when he's going to be coming back. He's been limited in practice. I think it's his foot and shoulder, but he should be back soon. I can't wait to see that. Anyways, we have Houston versus Tennessee. Let's go Houston here. Tennessee coming off a bye. I think Houston will be ready, though. Chicago versus Minnesota. Let's go Chicago. Sorry, Nathaniel. Minnesota probably won't win that. The Giants versus Green Bay. This one's hard for many reasons. Many reasons. I think the only thing that's hard to tell is how the Giants will be in this. It's at the Giants. Let's go Giants, baby. Big risk, big reward. Cincinnati versus Pittsburgh. We're playing at Pittsburgh. I'm going to go Pittsburgh here. The Chargers versus Jacksonville. Let's go Chargers. They're at Jacksonville, but who cares? Seattle at the Los Angeles Rams. That'll be a heck of a game. That's going to be our game of the week. Don't bet on it. And must-watch best matchup game of the week. That'll be our game of the week. So we won't have to do those. And that'll be our don't bet on it. So San Francisco versus Arizona. I think San Francisco will win this. They're pretty good in many categories. Baltimore versus Cleveland. I don't want to choose Baltimore because they're not very good, but I don't want to choose Cleveland because they're not very good. So let's go with Baltimore. Kansas City Chiefs versus Cleveland. Let's go versus Denver, my bad. Let's go Denver. Philadelphia versus Detroit. Let's go Detroit here. I got some strong guns. And Dallas versus Las Vegas. I'm going to have to think about this one. The only way that Dallas right here will lose is trick plays and dirty deep routes. I'm going to go with Las Vegas because I think they'll win because of that, because it's kind of dirty. Anyways, we're skipping don't bet on and must-watch best matchup of the week. So we're going to go to our next thing. We're almost done. But we have a big grudge in the way. If you don't know, the United Interscholastic League of High School Football is having their playoffs starting Thursday. There'll probably be some Thursday games. Starting Thursday, and we are going to be here to tour them. So I'm going to go off all the games. This is going to take not too long. Okay, I'm just going to say most of them who I chose. So in the top left, we start out with El Paso Andress versus WF Memorial. And I'll talk about a little bit about these teams. Like, the teams that y'all don't know and I don't know, I won't talk about. But, like, other teams I'll talk about. So, anyways, I chose El Paso Andres versus WF Memorial. I don't know. I just guessed. El Paso Andres has always been good, though. Next, we have Melissa versus Colleyville Heritage. If y'all don't know, Melissa has a stupid stadium. It's like what? Just the stadium is $35 million. It's insane. And they might not even win because Colleyville Heritage is really good. Anyways, I'm choosing Melissa on that. It is at a neutral site, so it doesn't really matter. But I think Melissa will win. Colleyville Heritage is good. We've played them. We beat them once, I think. I'm not sure. Anyways, Amai Palo Duro, I'm not even good, versus EP Hanks. I just chose EP Hanks. This is another big game. Mansfield Timberview versus Anna. If y'all don't know who Anna is, I think they were at 4A last year. They won it and apparently moved up to 5A D2. Anyways, if you don't know, they're very good at football. And they are playing Mansfield Timberview, but I think Anna will win. So anyways, there's that. And then Argyle versus Lovejoy. Man, this is going to be a good matchup. So, he's not going to watch this. But if Riley Dodge was watching this, shout out to him because Todd Dodge, his dad, is the head coach of Lovejoy. Sadly, I chose Argyle. Not that I think Lovejoy's bad because they're extremely good. It's just Argyle's always been good. It's for many reasons. Argyle's had a twist. They've just always been good. Can't stop them. Lovejoy's really good this year, though. They might win that. Anyways, our next game, I only know one team. It's EP Chapin versus Abilene Cooper. Most of y'all probably know Abilene Cooper. That's why I chose them. I know they're pretty good. And then going into our next game, we have Prosper Walnut Grove. If y'all haven't heard this school, they have a Chick-fil-A inside of their school. It's Prosper Walnut Grove. It's probably the nicest school in Texas, maybe the nicest school in the country. It's very nice, and they are very good at football. Very good at football. So I chose them over Arlington Seguin. Arlington Seguin's not going to win that. Anyways, next we have EP Del Val versus Lubbock Cooper. Y'all probably heard of Lubbock Cooper. They're a really good team in football-wise. So I chose Lubbock Cooper. So we finished Region 1. We are now on Region 2. South Oak Cliff versus Crandall. Yeah, it's South Oak Cliff. I know if you're an Ennis Lion fan, you've heard about people talking about how we almost had to play South Oak Cliff. It's not fun. It is not fun. Not fun at all. So anyways, they have to play them. Gosh, good luck to Crandall. And then our next game is of course I chose South Oak Cliff. Next we have Montgomery versus Mount Pleasant. I chose Montgomery. I don't know who that is really, but I guess we're going to choose Montgomery and have them go lose the sock. Anyway, next we have Terrell versus Seagoville. I'll choose Terrell. They're good. Wing T offense, baby, right down the middle. Get you. Marshall versus Huntsville. I chose Huntsville on this one. I'm not sure Marshall can stand up to a team like Huntsville. Anyways, next we have Texas High versus Lake Creek. I chose Texas High here. I mean, it is Texas High. They sound like they are good. Lake Creek will probably win it, though. That's my luck. Anyways, Midlothian Heritage versus Dallas Hillcrest is our next game. I chose Midlothian Heritage. We're going to skip the game after Midlothian Heritage because we're going to come back to it so we can get to our Ennis Lions. Dallas Wilson versus Ennis Lions, and I'm choosing Ennis. The reason I skipped that game before that, because if Ennis wins Dallas against Dallas Wilson, which they definitely will, we have to play Port Neches Groves. And if you don't know about Port Neches Groves, in 2023, they won the 5A D2 football playoffs. They've always been good. And who they beat in the 2022 5A D2 playoffs to win it and be the state champion was South Oak Cliff. So this Port Neches Grove team is not a joke. They're good. Now, should they be in 5A D2? No. Should Sauk be in 5A D2? No. But they are, and some people got to deal with it. So it's hard. Next, we have on the right side, are there any good teams? Nah, we're not going to do the right side because there's nobody. Y'all would know, nobody I know, really. Anyways, we're going 6AD2. Let's start out. I'm just going to skip a little because I'm wasting time, and I know y'all don't want to watch this. Anyways, we have Byron Nelson versus Mansfield. I chose Byron Nelson. Byron Nelson's good. They're always good. Then Denton Guyer versus Prosper Rock Hill. I chose Denton Guyer. If you haven't watched Denton Guyer play football, you need to watch because they are very good. Then Dallas Haysuit versus Arlington Lamar. I chose Dallas Haysuit. I don't even know that's how you say it, but I chose them. Then we have EP Pebble Hills versus San Intelligent. I'm not even going to do that one. We have Crowley versus South Lake Carroll. South Lake Carroll, baby. They're going to win it all. They're going to win it all. So, South Lake Carroll, there. That's South Lake Carroll, no doubt. Isn't Allen? I think Allen should be here. Where is it? Allen. Allen had to make it. Allen did not make it. I don't know. Their divisions were really good. They did lose. No, because they beat Prosper. I don't know what's going on with my mind. This might be last year. No, it's 2025. Sure is. Anyways, Dallas Haysuit, and we're doing Crowley versus South Lake Carroll. And if South Lake Carroll beats them, and then EP Pebble Hills, who is EP Pebble Hills, they will go up against Prosper. I'm gonna ask my parents if I can go to that game because that sounds like a not miss game. That is such good football. Such good football. I can't miss that. And I got to support Brock Boyd because he is the GOAT. So anyways, and then for our Prosper game is Hebron versus Prosper. Hebron is the Hebron Hawks. South Lake Carroll played last year and won. That's always a good game. Hebron's very good at football. But Brock Boyd and the South Lake Carroll Dragons are better. Angelo Renda, Blake Gunner. It's hard to stop. It's very hard to stop. And their defense. Gosh. Anyways, our next game is DeSoto versus Coppery's Cove. DeSoto. If y'all haven't watched high school football. Tiwi College Park versus... No, I'm not going to read that one. I'm trying to get past these guys. Cedar Hill versus Harker Heights. Cedar Hill's who I chose because Cedar Hill's good. I gotta find... Hold on, this is going to take a second. We'll do one more game. Y'all, more than likely you won't know this team. Katy versus George Ranch. Katy is a extremely good football team, and they're going to win this because they're Katy. I believe they should. So anyways, I'm going to go with Katy there. And that's all I got for you today. Be sure to tune in every Wednesday for a brand new episode. Thanks for watching. Hit the like and subscribe button. Peace.
Cut it, cut it, cut it.